Praise the Lord, everyone. This is James from Four Quarter Ministries, and we're going to touch base on the Refined Sports web show here. This is probably our second or third show. And I want to talk about the playoffs, the baseball playoff system, and a couple other issues within baseball. The playoff series, a lot of people are like, oh, a one game series to see who the wild card would be. I think it should be a best out of three, and I think it ought to be in a neutral site. But the way it is, it has brought. It's one of the okay ideals that Bud Selig had. He had a lot of horrible ideals. Um, but there's one thing that happened on Saturday that made me angry. But I'm gonna go back straight out of 1992. One of my favorite baseball movies was Tom Selleck's Mr. Baseball. He played Jack Elliott, this guy who was this party animal that was just not playing very well, and the only place he could get in was in Japan. And one of the things in Japan is they do not break up double plays. And he was saying, you gotta get in there and you gotta tear it up and break that up. I agree with that to an extent. Now, what Chase Utley did, he was about close to 3 feet wide right, and he took out Ruben Tejada straight up. I'm glad that he got his suspension, 2 games. I think he should have been fined and suspended. Chase Utley's always been kind of a bad boy anyway, but this is ridiculous. If he was aiming at the base and tore him up, and I have no problem with that at all. You gotta tear it up. You gotta. That's baseball. But when you aren't, the ball's not even in play, and he's not even on the bag. And a lot of people are driving me crazy, saying, "Oh, this is like the Willie Randolph to, I think it was Hal McRae. I'm not sure if it was. I forgot who did it to him. He was on the base, and he knocked him, and they went about. That was forward progress. I don't know, it sounds like football, but that was in the baseline. This was out of the baseline. He should have been out automatically for being way out of the baseline. And malicious intent. I'm so happy that, hey, that they did this. Now they need to just free Pete Rose. That's all they need to do. And I'm really down with baseball. And I think this really has to do a lot with we get out of line with God's word. And this is something I have a problem with. I know a lot of people will be like, duh, but it's time to take the law in our own hands. And I've done it. I know people are like, really, James? We didn't ever known that. But I'm just saying today, let's try to get in line with God's word. Let's try to live His word and love Him with every part of our being. So, well, I hope you enjoy the playoffs. But I gotta give a shout out to my Cincinnati Bengals. I am a Cincinnati Bengals fanatic. I love Houday. I love those guys. I've been a fan since the 70s, okay? I've been through a lot of heartbreak with football. Mine was like, who am I going to root for in the Super Bowl? Because it wasn't the Bengals. And the Colts weren't really a part of the equation until the 80s, early 80s. I was in junior high when they came in. And it was like, we're going to get a pro football team. I wish it was the Bengals. I would have been flipping out. But no, it was the Colts. It's like, no, okay. Went to Colts camp first year. It was like fourth in the line. with about 80 people. It was fun. But we just hope you have a good week, and God bless you, and you might see some more of Refined Sports Web Show. God bless.